Eli Apple, Eli Manning, Eric Flowers, Shutterstock / Paul J. Bereswil / Bill Kostrown. Louis Riddick had his say behind the big blue curtain on Thursday, confident in his GM plan to fix the New York Football Giants. His plan for fixing the 49ers a year ago started with hiring Josh McDaniels as head coach, but McDaniels decided it wasn't the right time and maybe not the right place for him. The Giants are the right place for anyone who isn't scared off by the market or by the Eli Manning conundrum, largely because of an ownership with an impeccable reputation of continuity and stability, not to mention that plum second pick in the draft. This hardly means this won't be a challenging job, because the next GM will need to solve the four most important positions on the roster: the next franchise quarterback if and when Manning is no longer the man, left tackle, shutdown corner, a young pass rusher, a next-generation core four, so to speak. The Giants either need an upgrade or a complement to Jason Pierre-Paul and Olivier Vernon. AP Jerry Reese is no longer the GM in large part because he used the 9th pick of the 2015 NFL Draft on LT Eric Flowers and the 10th pick of the 2016 Draft on CB Eli Apple. Flowers cannot be the left tackle in 2018. A switch to the right side or possibly guard alongside center Brett Jones would be the way to go with him. Apple's rotten to the core sophomore season means that the new GM, already saddled with decisions on Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, 32 in April, and Janoris Jenkins, cannot possibly count on Apple growing up and living up to his physical gifts. The new GM needs to find a Marshawn Lattimore. The Jason Pierre-Paul, 6.5 sacks, has not dominated the way he thought he would when he signed that 4-year, $62 million contract with $40 million guaranteed. He turns 29 on New Year's Day. Olivier Vernon, 4.5 sacks, 1 interception in 10 games, and his 5-year, $85 million contract, $52.50 guaranteed, are going nowhere, and he's only 27. But they can't be overused the way they have been this season. It is why Reese coveted OLB Leonard Floyd before the Bears traded ahead of the Giants to land him in that 2016 draft. Rookie that Avery Moss shows promise, but this is a franchise that has won Super Bowls with pass rush. Ask Tom Brady if he fears these Giants. Ask any quarterback, for that matter. Another young stud is imperative, if the new GM and head coach want to start over with Sam Darnold or Josh Rosen. One or both may have to arm wrestle John Mara, who has publicly claimed he wants Manning back. New regimes usually favor their own new quarterback. Landon Collins and Rodgers-Cromartie swear by Davis Webb as the future, but they won't be involved in the decision-making. Manning likely either will start in 2018, or be graded. The new GM will inherit a handful of foundation pieces, and how and when to resolve Odell Beckham Jr.'s contract situation, $8.459 million in 2018, will be another pressing priority once he is back healthy, not to mention laying down the law to him on behavioral matters. With the salary cap rising from $167 million to a possible $178 million in 2018, any new deal will exceed Antonio Brown's $17 million average. Josh McDaniels could be the right call at head coach. Getty Images. It's a giant job, especially now that the Carson Wentz Eagles have found their franchise quarterback, and should Riddick land the job, you should expect McDaniels as the next Giants head coach. We share a lot of the same philosophical ideas, just about all of them basically, Riddick said in an interview after the 49ers process. Because he was really taught the game at the highest level by Nick Saban and Bill Belichick, just like I was, and that was pretty much the deal going in. It was either going to be him and I, or it wasn't. It wasn't. If the right situation comes up, I still want to work with Josh McDaniels, Riddick said in the interview. I think he's freaking fantastic. The guy understands football like you wouldn't believe. He's gonna be dynamite when he gets another opportunity to be a head coach, and I'm convinced more than ever that I myself, from a general manager standpoint, have a plan that I believe will work, especially if it's with the right kind of people, and Josh McDaniels is the right kind of people. It takes two to tango, and two to find a new